Week 18, coming off a bye. Has this ever happened to you, Pat? Have you accidentally put over 20 units on Terry McLaurin to hit an over and you didn't notice because you were so sleepy until you were at work the next morning? And then you text your friend who has a gambling show with you and you're like, hey, I accidentally just put 20 units on McLaurin to hit the over, which he hasn't done in over 5 weeks. Has that ever happened to you? Well, if it has, you're in luck, because it happened to me last week, and now we're here to make your money back. I'm so broke, I am fighting for my life this week, and that's why I guarantee 5 winners. Happy New Year, by the way.
Happy New Year. It was one of the saddest, I shouldn't laugh, it was one of the saddest things ever. I got a text, because he is the locksmith, right?
I'm the locksmith.
He knew he had a lock. Terry McLaurin was his lock. Terry McLaurin
Under was the lock. Gave it out on the show.
He texted me, I just put $200 on Terry McLaurin over.
On accident.
And he goes, I hate myself. The under was the pick. And then he texted me again at halftime, the under was the pick. And it was.
It was.
I made a nice $10 off that over.
Yeah.
Bounce back, 5-0.
But that's where I am now. Like, I've had a great season, and now it's just like, I don't know. I'm just sitting here. What am I doing anymore? I'm making you money. Just kidding.
Featuring Patrick Pat Stacks Gray, Simon Free Chicken Brishkovich. Welcome to Hops and Props.
Oh, I did not tell him what it is. I think you're going to be excited for this one. This is from Crux. From Crux. It's not your money back. The Strange Behavior Hazy IPA. Strange Behavior Hazy IPA. Let's get right into it.
I'll show you some strange behavior. Just kidding.
I think my brother saw Jack Johnson at Crux once. Former co-host. Not former co-host. Still, what'd he be? The backup anchor?
Jack Johnson? Yeah, I'd say so.
Well, Jack Johnson's the third string anchor.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I totally was not paying attention to what was happening.
I don't know. The show's normally better when we don't pay attention.
It's like...
This was better the first time I had it. Not gonna lie. It's good. It's a good hazy. It's
a good hazy. Fruity. Like, I can't say I'm blown away. Like, Jack Johnson is like the third co-host of the show. That would be blowing me away right now, but...
What if?
What if?
I honestly feel like he wouldn't be very good in this role. But also, is there anything that I can do better than Jack Johnson could do it? Probably not.
Date people your age. Alright, Pat, do you want to give me your first
I'm a boxer.
Pick? Is this you beating up Jack Johnson right
now?
No,
I'm just hitting them quick bags.
Oh.
This pick might beat up Jack Johnson if he went against it. And that is the 49ers money line.
Oh,
whoa.
Man.
This is...
scary.
What do they say about the Hungry Dogs and their speed specifically?
They run faster.
The Hungry Dogs run faster. Do the Rams have anything to play for? Kind of. The Rams are playing for the division maybe. Yep. If the Cardinals win, they're playing for the division. Week 18 it gets hairy.
Okay.
But you know who needs to win to get in? Winning you're in for the 49ers. Yep. Winning you're in for the 49ers. I think Shanahan's a great coach. I think George Kittle's a top 3 player in the NFL. Give me the 49ers money line at plus 170.
I didn't know if I was on board until you just gave me that little spiel right there. I think I'm in now.
I like it.
The comeback from the Terry McLaurin over starts now. All right, let me give you my first pick. Josh Jacobs, over 58.5 rushing yards. Pretty weird thing that's going on with the Raiders right now. The Raiders have won their last 2 games to get back into playoff contention.
The Raiders are going to... If the Raiders make the playoffs, it's going to be ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Isn't your Chargers bet on the line too?
And my Chargers bet is on the line. I think the Chargers win this game. That's why I'm not going to take the Raiders on this. But there's some good lines. Josh Jacobs... Really weirdly, the Raiders looked like they were just crashing and burning until he started getting 20 carries a game, and they have grinded out 2 wins against 2 solid teams. They beat the Colts and the Broncos. Both of those teams are pretty solid on defense. I did not think the Raiders had it in them on offense, but Josh Jacobs has been getting it done. Hit the over on this line the last 2 weeks against the Chargers. Worst rushing defense in the NFL. I think they do it again.
Okay. Speaking of Hungry Dogs, I will take your pick. Speaking of Hungry Dogs, I have 3 teams who need to win.
Yeah.
3 teams who need to win I'm just betting on the hungry dogs. This is the parlay here. This is the money line parlay. This is the playoff parlay. This is Patrick's playoff parlay.
Wow.
This is Patrick's
the
pleasant.
return of the Patrick parlay.
This is Patrick's pleasant playoff parlay. Say that 3 times.
I won't.
It's the Chiefs money line against the Broncos. It's the Saints money line against the Falcons. Win. I think it's win and you're in for the Saints or close to it. And
Yep.
the Titans money line against the Texans. That's for the 1 seed. Chiefs are also playing for maybe the 1 seed in the same division. Saints money line against the Falcons. That parlay plays plus 121.
Plus 121. Okay. That's not bad. Okay, recap.
It's
The
the-
Titans need it to clinch the division. Or
Titans win the conference.
Titans win the conference with a win here.
They get a bye.
The Chiefs win the division with a win here.
No, they would also win they could win the division if the Titans lose.
Okay, I see it.
So-
So
but
they're
they-
both fighting for conference.
They're both fighting for the 1 seed.
Okay,
for the
so
bye.
they're both trying to get in. All right.
And the Saints are fighting to make the playoffs against the Falcons, who have no reason to play football.
You're right. All right. Okay, so moving on. My next pick, staying in the same game, Chargers versus Raiders under 49.5. This is actually my lock of the week right now. Divisional rivals. Getting closer.
No, we're giving out locks this early?
I'm giving out my lock because I just had to jump ahead. I know we probably didn't talk about this, but I'm on the comeback from losing all my money on Terry McLaurin. Has that ever happened to you? I'm giving this out. Chargers Raiders under 49.5. I love divisional rivals. Closer to the playoffs. They slow the ball down. They limit turnovers, which cause more points on the board. And man, I'm just getting so riled up right now. I can't even contain myself. The Raiders are an under team. They are slowing the ball down. The Chargers cannot go for it on 4th down every single time because they need this win to get into the playoffs. I think this is conservative. 49.5 is too high. Take the under. I'm hyperventilating. Man.
In the words of our forefathers, Yas Queen, slay. You're slaying today. I want you to know you're slaying today.
Thank you. I took so many stimulants before coming over.
Does this mean C4? You say that all the time. I don't know if people are going to... Alright, give me Tyler Higbee over 35.5 receiving yards. Yep, he did it last week in the first quarter.
Okay.
First quarter last week he hit the over. I'm taking it again. I'm looking up to see if there's any stats. I didn't write anything down. You give him a pick.
Alright, you want me to go in? Alright. My next pick, which I absolutely love. I'm gonna take it down because this is a
No. I'm gonna take your volume right here. This is
Crank
the
me
volume.
up.
I'm gonna
Crank me up, Pat.
Just 1 or 2.
Ryan Tannehill under 217.5 rushing yards, and I'll tell you exactly why. He has not done it in 6 out of the last 7 games, and the only game he did do it was against the Texans, who they play again this week, and you know what happened? He threw for 300 yards in that game and 4 interceptions, which cost him the game, which is why they're playing for the conference championship right now, and it's a must-win. He can't throw the ball. He's prone to making turnovers. They're going to limit his attempts for passing yards, and they're going to run the ball, make sure they get the win, don't risk him throwing 4 interceptions again, and risk losing the game, and risk losing the bye.
Let's go! I'm fired up right now. Tyler Higbee has
Wait, but
gone
do
for
you like
over
it?
35.5 the last 3 games. That's my
Okay,
stat.
good, but do you like that pick? He's only done it once in the last 7 weeks, and it was against the Texans last time, but they were down by over 20 points in that game. He has not done it once since then or the week before then either.
This is what I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah.
You have 5 picks this week?
Yeah.
Take all 5.
The road to Terry McLaurin glory begins now.
We need a 10-0 week. Maybe we should go parlay, bounce back, get 200 back.
That's
10 to win 200, bounce back from McLaurin. That's disgusting.
that would be
I like
pretty
it.
big. That would be big.
All right. One more pick and then we'll go into some ads.
Yes.
So we have to make money somehow. Come on. Mike Vrabel, Coach of the Year. This is a future,
Ooh, what's he at?
but next week is the final week.
Yeah.
Plus 275. And this is the logic. Other people favored Matt LaFleur.
Yeah.
Nah,
No.
don't like that at all.
No.
And the Bengals coach. He's not the one throwing for 500 yards. That's Joe Burr. Joe Burr.
Joe Burr.
I heard that I saw a nickname today. One of the greatest nicknames I've ever heard. Getting called Burr with a bunch of ice emojis. Very cool.
Oh, yeah.
But Mike Vrabel has done it without Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
He didn't have A.J. Brown for a couple weeks. They've been shaky but they find a way week in, week out. They're about to win the division. They're about to win the conference.
You actually
They're going to be the
good
1
point.
seed. And it's without Derrick Henry, the best rusher in the NFL. They look like they stank out of that. He coached that team back up. A.J. Brown is looking like a crazy weapon. That doesn't happen overnight.
Pat, that is such a good pick right now. I didn't realize the implication that if they win this week, they win the conference.
Yeah, most of the time it goes to a conference winner, and it's that or Matt LaFleur.
Without
like
your
that.
best player, you won the conference. I think that's an easy grab at Coach of the Year. Dang.
Plus
I like it.
275. I mean, that's who I'd vote for.
That's better. That's better than a money line right now. I love it. All right, great pick. Let's get into commercials.
I think you have one more.
I do have one more.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing. We'll cut that out. Maybe. My last pick before we get into commercials.
With this plate of winners in front of me that you've presented me with,
Yes.
Chef Simon. This is me right now with all your picks.
You're eating up. All right. My last pick that's going to be eaten up. Remind me of this. The Colts are playing the Jags.
Colts are playing the Jags.
Are the Jags good or bad?
Bad.
They're horrible. And not just horrible, but the Colts last week lost to a Raiders team. 2 weeks ago, the Colts 2 weeks ago lost to a Raiders team that they should not have lost to. And they gave up 150 rushing yards to Josh Jacobs, who's quite frankly pretty bad, but I'm still taking his over, whatever. Jonathan Taylor this week, they need to get a win to make the playoffs. They need to win and get in. I don't think they're letting up off the gas at all. Jonathan Taylor, over 115 rushing yards. I think they come out here and the Jags look decent sometimes. I think they want to end it early, they want to run the ball, and they want to make sure that he is hitting on all strides before playoffs. The concern was that he gets pulled early out of the game. I don't think that happens.
Ooh, that is an interesting concern.
It is a concern, but I think because of the position they're in, where they have to win, I think they're going to run up the score until it's as safe as possible. It has to be more than a 20-point score before they pull JT out.
That's true. I will say I think the show's going long, but I'm going to say your energy is awesome. I think you've given two contradictory stats without realizing it.
Which one did I say?
You were talking about the Colts defense, rush defense, and then you talked about their running back.
I must have said something weird.
Did the Jaguars beat the Jaguars rush defense? Does that have something to do with it? I'm trying to connect the dots.
I might have totally gotten lost, like while I started huffing and puffing air. I have asthma, so I'll be honest. Sometimes I start breathing too fast. It gets to my head. I just start talking a lot.
Classic Simon, blaming the asthma. Gravy, chicken, mashed potatoes, ham, mac and cheese, baked, and a big tub of Red Vines licorice.
Man, hey, here's like a weird thing about Pat. Every time we go to the movies, he buys a thing of licorice. Like, it's not wrong, but it's just...
That's pretty normal. Isn't that the most common movie snack? Other than maybe like...
Popcorn.
Well, popcorn. Popcorn. Real quick, top 3 movie snacks. We'll go back and forth.
Okay.
Popcorn's off the board.
Popcorn, I have to eat 2 gallons of popcorn. I get the full gallon tub. I eat the whole thing before the movie starts. I get a refill for a second gallon. Eat that while the movie plays.
I stole this trick from you. Take it from the garbage can. Get the free refill.
Yes, get the free refill.
How about we just get 1 for free?
Also, when I was doing that, a doctor told me I was obese. And near morbid obesity. So that happened. Didn't connect at all. But second overall, I'd say Slurpee.
Is that a snack?
Yeah. You're eating the ice.
Top 3, non-popcorn.
Non-popcorn.
I think it's like licorice, milk dud, and
Mike and Ike's.
I think licorice and milk duds are like a strong, and the cookie dough bites.
The cookie dough bites are good. Here's my thing that's kind of an issue. Like, I'm always a hot dog guy. You ever had a hot dog at a movie theater? Pretty ridiculously good, man. But you know what?
Mike had one delivered the other day. We had a friend get it.
But you know what the best movie snack is? Is not a movie snack at all. You go to the food court, you get an entire container of food, and you sneak it in. And I did that once. I got a full container of teriyaki chicken, snuck it in, opened that baby up. Oh my god, man. The whole place hated me. It was so bad. This entire place stunk of teriyaki chicken.
It was not as bad as the time you brought out like 6 meat sticks, like meat sticks, like the dollar ones that they sell. You brought out like 6 of those, and they reeked. I did eat one, but they reeked.
It's true.
All right, now that we're full, now that our plate is full, it's time to eat some of that free chicken.
Okay, yes, free chicken. Here we go.
Austin Eckler over 32.5 receiving yards. This is a great pick. You should take it.
I like it. Here's my great pick. Taysom Hill over 0.5 interceptions to throw 1 interception at plus 100. Playing the Falcons this week, it's a must-win game for them. The Falcons, sneaky, 10 interceptions in the last 7 games.
Ooh.
That's a big number for you right there.
Mm-hmm.
So they actually have one of the best rated corners in the NFL also, a little bit underrated.
Terrell? AJ Terrell?
I always forget how to say his name. But yeah, they're actually kind of decent in the
Twitter
secondary.
loves him.
They do. He's on the worst team in football, and he's one of the best.
They didn't make a Pro Bowl.
No,
I don't think
he should have gotten it. Anyway, to throw an interception, yeah, that's a lot of interceptions for 7 games. So if the Saints are playing their hearts out to win this game, the Falcons already beat them once. I like him.
I told you I'm taking all 5, and I'm not going to back down from that.
All right. What else we got? Man,
I mean, should we just drink another beer? Week 18. Hey, next week, best of episode. I spent a ridiculous amount of time editing, so you better watch.
Yeah. I didn't edit this one, so you better give some appreciation to Pat. Give the man his flowers while he's still here, before he dies. That's all I got. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for a great season.
Thank you for a great season. We love you all. You're the best viewers in all sports.
All right. We'll see you later. Or for the playoffs, actually.